Good morning, Year 7. I just wanted to spend a minute just talking through how you need to submit your work for history. It's slightly different to some other subjects, but easier. And there's been a bit of confusion. I just want to make sure you all know what you're doing, and this video will talk you through. So first things first, you should be getting a weekly email from your teacher. So this was similar to how I've sent one out, okay, to my group 7G. So it's got a bit of information from last week and explains the tasks. The important thing is this link here. Each class has a different link, and what you need to do is you click on that link and that takes you to a form, which is a quiz, and that's how you submit your work. So each class has a different link so the teacher can easily see who's done the work in that class. Now if you're not getting this email, what you need to do is you need to have a look through, search through your email. So use your teacher's name, so search Theobald or search Kelly or Valambia or Ackhurst, or okay, and search for that name and you should get an email that looks similar to this and it has that link in it. If you're not in that email list, okay, contact your teacher. Some of you, so Luca has two email addresses. One of his email addresses was attached to the link, his second one wasn't. He said, I've done the work but I can't submit it, so we had a chat yesterday. Turns out he was getting the wrong emails. We've solved that problem, he's submitted his work, which is fantastic. Okay, so some of you might be trying to do the work but you've not got the access to, which is why you need to make sure you're checking these emails, which is the most important thing. So what you've done is you've found this email, you've got it, you've then done your work in your book, excellent. You then click on the link. It brings up a screen that looks something like this. Okay, so it will have the title of the lesson and then your form initials at the end. Okay, and then it's got the instructions here. Work to submit for War of the Roses lesson 2. And what you have to do is you have to go through and enter the answers. So some of them will be typed. If it's a typed answer, keep it short. Okay, you don't need to write in a sentence for the first questions. Okay, just keep it short. What you then have is some multiple choice, and it's just tick the boxes or follow the instructions that are given. Okay, sometimes it'll be 1, sometimes it'll be 2. At the end of the quizzes, sometimes there's a long answer where you're expected to write a paragraph and you need to type in the whole paragraph there. Okay, what you then do is you click submit. Nice and straightforward. When you've clicked submit, that's your work for history done. You don't need to take a photo of the work you've done in your books. You don't need to do anything else other than make sure the quiz, okay, this quiz, okay, has been completed. Use your notes that you've made in the lesson to help you, but what we can then see, okay, is how you've got on. So this student here has experienced a problem that lots of you have experienced, and we're trying to find a solution to this, and we'll have it next week. What brutal battle confirmed the king's new rule in 1461? So this student's put the Battle of Toten. Now, they've missed some capital letters, they've missed the word the, and therefore it's been marked incorrect. Now, what would happen is this student's teacher will go through and will change that, and that will become 1 out of 1. Okay, so who was crowned King of England in 1461? Well, it became King Edward, yep. Okay, but because King's not in this automatic bit here, he's got it wrong, but it is actually right, so that will be corrected. So we will check the answers and correct them, so don't worry. The computer only recognises the exact match. Okay, it's not a smart computer, it's not learning. Okay, it's just a simple form, and if it's not exactly the same, it causes problems. So we go through and we check. And we'll check once a week at the end of the week. So don't worry if it's wrong. Your score will be corrected, and on your teacher's records they'll have the correct score. Okay, so this system makes it a lot easier for you because all you've got to do is fill in this form based on the work you've produced in your books. Okay, when you click that submit button, it goes through automatically to your classes list, and you make sure on your classes list. The key is making sure you've got that email. If you haven't got the email, search your inbox, okay, and then check with your teacher. If you're not sure, okay, you've got loads of friends, you've got social media, you can speak with your friends and talk through. Half of the groups have done this, okay, so it's only half of us who haven't, and I just want to make sure that everybody knows what we're doing, so from sort of moving forward we all know where we are. Best of luck, hope it all works, and I'll hopefully see you all soon.